Yes, guys, what's good?
Yes, go.
Welcome to the first ever stream from the man himself, Najee Fox. Biggest mouth on Facebook, as you know. Passion and the fashion, all of that. You've joined us today, guys, for the Arsenal versus Manchester United preview. And I've got some amazing guests, some close friends of mine, which is incredible. In the comments, I can see you guys very well, Fleck. I know, guys, we'll start off with the main guy himself, Dominic, aka United Source MUFC. How you getting on, Dom?
Mate, I'm getting on good, man. I'm just I'm thinking about going to sleep and then waking up when we win. That's what I'm thinking of doing, that, man. It's gonna be too tense. It's gonna be too tense, man. But I'm all right.
Mate, I'll be honest, and close your ears, viewers, if you don't want to talk about the toilet. But I went to the toilet, I had to go back, go to the toilet again, and now I feel like I need another one halfway for the stream. I'm nervous, bro. I'm nervous. But thanks for joining us, Dom. Moving on to next Manchester United fan, which is Connell. Connell Hulse.
Yes, man.
How you getting on, bro?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
I'm very well, mate. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us. Feeling
Yeah,
confident?
no worries, man. Yeah, it's just talking about football, isn't it? And who doesn't love talking about football? You know what I mean?
Okay, I see no more. Say no more. Okay, we'll see what you got, bro. We'll see what you got. Hopefully, you bring some good heat. And finally, last but not least, one of my closest friends, one of my best friends. I do call him the Punjabi Yardi because he is Indian / Jamaican. Whether you know his birth certificate doesn't say that, I know that for fact, but still, to me, he's my Punjabi Yardi. Arsenal's biggest passionate fan that I can find at the moment. It is at Taz Gill 94. How you getting on, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Thank you for having me. How are you, man?
I'm always good. You know this. Are you ready to get slapped up? Or
You know what it is? Yeah, I'm kind of like. Obviously, you lost the last game, but we'll just see how it is. Form's a bit.
Okay, say no more. So I feel like we're all in the same. I feel like we're all in the same kind of boat. But I'm going to get you guys in the comments first and foremost, and then we're going to get straight into it. So let's see who we've got. We've got Very Well Flex says, yo, appreciate you guys on YouTube. Becky Price, way proud of you. Thank you very much. Nicholas Roach, man, said, when we win. Bro, obviously, you can only get your opinion in the comments because you were too shook to come online. It's all blessed. We all know the vibe. No stress. We'll see what's good. Danny Sayer, yes, Najee Fox, appreciate you guys. As we go through, guys, get your comments in. I'll get them read out as much as I can. And hopefully you can back Taz up. Taz is the only Arsenal fan we've got at this moment in time. So if you are an Arsenal fan, make sure you, if you're feeling a bit biased, bring some bias heat and come and give it Taz's way. But we're going to get into it. We have the team news in exactly an hour or 58 minutes. So I'm hoping by the end of the show, we'll get our mixed Manchester United and Arsenal 11 based on form, not ability, based on form. I'm going to try and stay impartial. I know I'm wearing a United shirt. I will try my best to stay impartial. Let me know if I'm doing a good job or not at all. And we'll go from there. So I'm going to head over straight to Dominic. How are you feeling about this Manchester United-Arsenal game?
Man, you know what, right? It's in a weird way. If we beat Sheffield United, I honestly feel like I would be like, okay, we're going to really lose this game. Our form and history everything says we're going to either draw or lose this match. 4 games against Arsenal, lost 3, drawn 1. Pepe always steps up. Aubameyang always steps up. Xhaka looks like he's going to literally score every time he hits the ball. We unleash something in Arsenal which makes them think, actually, we can play ball, and that makes me nervous. But at the same time, we cannot lose this game because I'll tell you right now, for a Manchester United fan, if we lose this, it's going to get toxic, and I hate it. You're going to get people saying, Ollie out, they're rubbish. I hate that. I don't like it, and it's been nice to see the positive things coming out of Manchester United when we've been winning. Even though we've been scrapping, it's nice to see it. I just feel like this game is going to be all about mentality. It's not about the managers, the coaches, about the players. It's about who wants it more. And I don't know. You know what, right? Based on what we saw against Sheffield United, I don't know. I don't like to say I'm nervous, but I don't know how it's going to go, man. I don't know.
It's literally a game of 2 hours, isn't it? Like, it literally could go. One, it comes down to mentality, I think, exactly, because also just finding some good form, some nice rhythm. Kind of got out of their dry patch and they're playing exciting football, better football. And United are just like, we're like this, but we're still going at the top. But then Sheffield, because of the manner in which we lost and the team that we lost, it was like too much of a reality check. I don't know for so many fans. So it has left that imbalance, that uncomfortable imbalance. So, Connell, United
Yes.
perspective. United or football perspective, if you're on the fence. I don't know what type of United
Yeah,
fan you are,
well,
but-
literally on the back of what Dom said, like you couldn't have been more right, man. It is one of these. We watch our team, and it's nice to see the positivity, but the second it goes wrong, everyone turns against it, and it's
Yeah.
like either you've got to back it either 100% or not at all. So don't be in or out, in or out. Like if you're going to give Ollie some time, we've got to let him have
I feel like
a bit of time.
everyone's froze there.
We're all right, yeah.
I
Got
think
him
so. Just had a little bit of a glitch.
Go on.
Yeah, can you hear, bro? Can you hear? Go for it.
Yeah. But just like he's had, what has he had now? Nearly just, I can't think how long it was. Going to say a year and a half, but he's had a decent amount of time. I feel like on the back of Chelsea sacking Frank Lampard, like that is one of these things. Give him long enough to build the team they want. Let Ollie have a chance at this. If we go through another manager like we have done with Van Gaal and we've done with Moyes, it's only going to be another shit show.
Yeah.
Apologies for the language, but it's frustrating, especially when we can't seem to find any consistency. We're getting the wins and we're not losing too many, but when we're losing, it's daft. It shouldn't be a loss. We should win these games because it's Man United. You know what I mean? We are expected to beat these teams, so why aren't we performing at the top level constantly? And I feel like we're just missing something.
Wicked. No, I appreciate that, and I know I definitely agree with exactly what you said, and I think that's why we feel so uncertain. So it's going to be difficult, and I think this is why a lot of United fans are quite nervous about this game, massively. Taz, Arsenal perspective, your team is in some good form. Saka's, well, I wouldn't just say Saka's just being a gem, but Saka's little re-emergence of, I'm not going to say basic football, but his simple football and standard ideas, doing them consistently well, has brought an air of confidence to Arsenal. It's starting to make them play more relaxed, and you're getting some good results now. So are you looking at that momentum and saying this is the reason we can beat United? Or let's say Saka wasn't in that form and Arsenal weren't showing these little signs, do you still think you'd be confident in an Arsenal win, or how do you think it would go?
The thing is, I don't feel like it's just Saka, because I feel like obviously when he first came through, you had people like weren't really aware of him, so it was like, oh, this kid, let's give him a bit of space. Oh, he's not going to do nothing. He's a kid. People kind of cottoned on a little bit, and we were playing it was rigid football. It was just, there was no that number 10 that we were missing. I feel like Emmy Smith-Rowe has been that kind of defining factor, because it's not just what he does on the ball, it's his more off the ball moving. He moves into spaces where he should be the 10, but he moves into spaces like just beyond or just in front. So he's almost like the wall in terms of not stopping, but a wall where, you know, when you're in the back garden, you just ping the ball off the wall and it comes back to you. Yeah. He does the simple things which lets everyone else kind of play. And I think as well, people, when we were struggling, were like, oh, Lacazette needs to be out, Aubameyang through the middle. I was never with that, because the ball doesn't stick to Aubameyang. You pass the ball up to Lacazette, it sticks to him better. So then everything can happen around. So it's like, I think where we found this number 10 with Smith-Rowe, that's where things started to fall into place. And with what you said about Saka does things, just does it like without, like, compared to like Pepe. Pepe's like scatty, kind of like if your internet's lagging or something. Yeah, it's literally like glitchy. That's Pepe, where Saka just decides what he's going to do and does it. So it's the youth that's come through as well, kind of positive.
It's good, man. I think Bangor, I don't think any Arsenal fan out there could disagree exactly what you've just said. I mean, when I look at Arsenal, when I watch the games, and I don't watch a lot of Arsenal, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I watch every game. But when I've seen Arsenal play recently, there is that sense of balance. And one of my points for my team that I personally like from a footballing perspective is balance in my team. A lot of people know that I love Van der Beek, not just because he's a signing, he's not getting minutes, but genuinely as a footballer, like you just said, he does the basics in that role where he allows everyone else to play more simpler, more fluid, and it has a massive impact on the games. So I kind of get your point with that, and I think this is why I think it's going to be a fiery game. One thing I'm going to move on to, definitely, Arsenal-Man United rivalry. If you know, you know. It is one of the most biggest, probably if not the biggest, in my opinion, Premier League rivalry regarding antics on and off the field between fans and players. It's well documented that Keane banged out Patrick Vieira bare times. It's well documented that Martin Keown could only shout at Ruud van Nistelrooy, and Ruud van Nistelrooy walked past him like he wasn't there. It's well documented that Arsenal United have this fierce, fiery rivalry, which has trickled into the fans, which is, it's become a part of the reason why we love this game, but at the same time, why we love football. United also used to be, I hate to say the word used to be, but they used to be at the top of their game. And when they were, it was beautiful to watch, whether win, lose, or draw. So I'm going to ask you an honest question. Based on those types of games from before, and based on how football's played now, do you prefer the football back then when Arsenal and United playing? Forget form. Do you prefer the style of football that was played back then, would say 10 years ago maybe? Or do you prefer this new style where you've got a bit more flares and players aren't exactly strikers now? You've got left wingers or left forwards or CDMs and CMs and stuff like that. So I'll head over to Dom. Sorry, I was going to head over to Dom first. Sorry, Taz. I'll get into Dom. And then, guys, I'll get into the comments just after Dom's answers, then we'll move to Taz.
You know what? Football's changed so much. Like, it's changed so much. I remember the days of Wiltshire and that goal that Giroud did. You know, that it was just like tip, bam, bam, one touch. When you think about Arsenal, that's what you think about. When you think about possession-based players and playing in the team, when you play like that, it allows people not to have to exert so much energy. It allows people just to do what they do naturally, because actually we're playing as a collective. You haven't got to do flicking step overs. You haven't got to do this. You play as a team. So when someone passes and someone moves, it creates space. It actually makes you have to not use and exert so much energy, but it actually confuses your opponents. And they're thinking, who's going with that man? Who's going with that? And Arsenal did that for years. They would do that for years. And people thought, wait a minute, this is the way to play football. But then we started thinking, okay, are you going to win stuff playing this? And then we've seen, even from Pep, like he's changed his style of football in terms of like playing possession-based football and stuff. Now he's being a bit more direct. It's changed. For me, I just care about winning the game now, because I know where we are as a club and I know that we're going on a journey. I just need to see us winning, and then we can figure out how to play later, because at the moment, we're not there yet. And I think Arsenal are on a trajectory right now where they've got a coach who's, for me, he's better than Ollie in terms of coaching ability, because he's played under people that are better coaches. He played under Pep. With Pep, he was obviously with Arsenal. He knows how to play. So for me, I prefer the winning mentality right now with Manchester United, trying to get that win however it counts. But for me, it's never going to be a long-term thing. So I've always had so much respect for Arsenal. I've always had them in terms of the footballing, but I do think they've lost their way a little bit in terms of who are they now? What kind of ball are you trying to play? Is it possession? Is it direct? Is it wing play? I don't know anymore. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Nice, man. I appreciate that. Very, very on the fence. I feel like you could be a pundit, bro. Like, that was the way you did the passes in life, and I rate that.
Mate, look, honestly, the league don't lie, but we're both in disarray, mate. I don't know where we're coming and going, mate. Do you know what I mean? Just flicking. Do you know when you put something in the oven, you're like, is that cooked? Let me just chuck it back in there. You know, you're a bit confused. So
no, I hear that, bro. I feel like, Connor, we need to get your pundit headset off and give it to Dom, bro. I don't know if we can do that.
Honestly,
The package, like, you may as well not be here, bro. Like, Dom's on fire, drinking milk.
I'll just sit here like
that. I love it. I'm going to get into the comments because a lot of people are commenting, and I'm going to head over to Taz and come with the same question. So it seems like a bit of banter on Facebook between the locals and Stoke-on-Trent. Love it. So we've got Nage, you don't trash talk. It's obvious they're going to beat us. Arsenal Juju. That's very well Fleck, who joins us on United Source and Wingers on Dom's channel. So I'm sorry about Juju, but I don't know nothing about Juju. My roots are more Caribbean than African. I don't know. Yeah, it can get deep, but we're not on that show. Moving on. Nicholas Roke, too shook. Explanation mark, question mark, explanation mark, question mark. Parenthood, brother. Post game, like we said. Of course, I'm on Roche. I was only bantering with you, bro. Just wanted to say a little bite. Come on, bro. It's Arsenal United. Danny says 2-0 United. We're going to get into scores as well, guys. We'll definitely get into score predictions. Very well, Fleck again. YouTube says, nah, it's Arsenal Juju. We're going to come into that because I feel like what he's hinting at is that Arsenal at the moment are a strong team. A few more comments. This match will not be about mentality. This match will be tactical and team selection. Whoever picks the right team and right tactics will win. I hope Arteta keeps Gabriel on the bench. That's from Kyle Lewis.
Mate, have you seen what Carl said as well, Neji? He said, Arteta. He always does this. Carl's obviously on the other channel. I never said Arteta's a better manager. Carl, what are you drinking, man? I said that Arteta is a good coach. What are you? Carl, man, he's trying to bait me out. He's trying to.
Kyle's always there for it, bro. He's always
there for it.
Matt Watson, United has got no control. The game with Pogba in the middle, take advantage of Arsenal's weak area. Just hope United don't try and counter and leave Arsenal to pass the ball around. We could get punished. Very good point there. Nicholas Roach back in saying 3-2 Arsenal. I'm saying Mark Malenga, Liverpool fan, says, why ain't you on there, Nicholas Roach, with the eye emoji? Roach, I feel obviously we've got to get you in there. And we'll go one more from Kasim. Send Ollie packing, bring in Fat Frank. Kasim, man, like, I'll be honest, bro. Like, there's no hate on this, bro. There's heat, but no hate, man. So I'm not going to call Fat Frank. The guy's lost his job, deservedly. But the guy lost his job, man. Like, you know what I mean? I've known you since school. You are a lot more respectful for that. I'm disappointed. Calling Fat Frank. Right, we've got one more. So I'll go from the Facebook. We've got Liam. Liam's one of our football players who we play with on a Monday. He's put Connell. Yeah. I feel like Connell's got a bit of a fan base. Love that. Moving on to Tasman. Same question, bro. Do you prefer the era of Arsenal Man United back then, or do you prefer the era of Arsenal Man United now?
Do you know what the problem is now? Like Dom said, football's changed, but not only that, it's the referees have changed. Before, you could hit a tackle. Men were men. Now, you breathe on someone when they're falling over. You've got to adapt and play a different style to cater to these new rules that we've got. Like, you and me playing the same Sunday team. You know how I play. I'm hitting you 100%, and that's it. You don't get up. That's it. If you get up, then I'm upset. So it's almost like it's gone from the land of the giants to little men playing tiki-taka. Do you know what I mean? So we've gone from big, powerful players to little, nimble players. It's like football's just changed. Do you know what I mean? It's moving with the times, and I guess I prefer the old Arsenal because that's when we won, and the old Man United. Do you know what I mean? That was just more entertaining. There was fire, passion. Now I think you sent me something. Harry Maguire and John Stones hugging. That's a derby.
Yeah,
why are you hugging? That's not.
Yeah, that hurt me. I can't lie. That hurt me.
That's just not like that fire. I think my response to you was Gary Neville and Phil Neville. Not even a big derby in the tunnel. Not even looking at each other. Captains are brothers. Yeah. They're not looking at each other. Do you know what I mean? That's the kind of. This is like. I get that it's just a game to some people, but you want that intensity. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel what you're saying, especially that's a good point regarding Gary Neville and Phil Neville, because let's be honest, Gary Neville and Phil Neville played with each other. Phil Neville, although it is his brother, he loved his brother. On the pitch at United, he's always supportive of each other. I don't know what he was trying to do with that step over and stuff. I'll never forget that step over and that cross. He was a bad man. But yeah, you come to a good point. As soon as Neville left Manchester United, it was like any team that is not Manchester United, you're literally eyeballs straight. And I think that is that type of mentality. If you had that mentality now, I'm not saying go in and start breaking legs. What I'm saying is that tunnel vision, that focus, that commitment to the game. If any team had that now, I feel like in this day and age, with the mentality of players now, you could easily probably walk the league potentially by at least 7 to 10 points just because you've got that focus. You're never switching off. So it's a great point. Connor, we're going to get into your...
literally... Go on, sorry, Taz.
I was just going to say, it's an elite mentality. Like, you look at players now, there's only a few that have still got it, like Sergio Ramos. Do you know what I mean? He's one of the only players that have still got that mentality, and I think it's just too cuddly now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I hear that, bro. Yeah, good point, bro. Connell?
Literally, pretty much on the back of what Taz is saying, man. Like, the game today, like, as we know it's Sunday League, you get hit and you get hit hard, no matter where you're on the pitch. Left back, right back, centre mid, the tackle is the same. Watching it, obviously, as soon as a big tackle goes in today, it's right. Let's review it. Let's see what's happened. Who's hurt who, and then is it this? Is it this? Especially with offsides and stuff. Like we've just seen a week ago, 2 weeks ago with the offside against Aston Villa. At what point do we say, Luke, VAR's taking over? It's becoming a simulation rather than 11 men versus 11 men. And that's like, obviously, I grew up watching Cristiano Ronaldo and obviously Arsenal when we played, and it was like 8-2 games. And then on the back of it, the next game, they'd beat us. It was that kind of rivalry where any game, it could have been any team because they both wanted it, because they both played for the badge. But now I feel like a lot of players are playing for the agent, and it's just about what's getting in the pocket rather than who they're playing for.
Yeah, no,
especially
that's a great point, mate. That's a very, very good point. And I think obviously it's been difficult, hasn't it? It's been difficult to watch football when you know you come from an era where football was so entertaining, as Taz said, and so energetic and so fiery, and it fueled the passion / anger / power inside every fan when we watched the team. Even the big tackles when it's 50-50. I remember Nemanja Vidic taking out Jermaine Genius like he wasn't a footballer. Like he looked like a gymnast, but he won the ball so clean, no card, no nothing, and it was like, yeah, get up, Genius. Now I look at players, it's like, oh, I know subconsciously I can get a foul.
It comes to a point now. Back then, you'd have to punch someone to get a yellow card. You'd have to just literally.
Yeah.
Like literally just say, look, stop it, and punch someone. They'd be like, you know what, just give the guy a yellow card. Now, what I mean, now we're seeing De Gea, and I know he had a little bit of a push in the back with Billy Sharp, but for me, I am knocking out every single brother in front of me, and even if someone pushes me, I'm strong. I'm getting that ball. The game has changed. Everybody's all fancy. Oh no, don't touch me. I'm not for that, man. Let's play football, play it good, play it strong, and the best team wins. It's just annoying.
So what you're saying is Sunday League football needs a Sky Sports package to be shown, and I feel like that's what you're saying, bro. I'd vote for that. Let us know in the comments what you think. Do you prefer yesteryears of football, if you're old enough to remember the golden era of football, as we say, the generation, or are you more for the safety of players and the fancy flares and the more tactical approach to the game? Let us know in the comments. Guys, we're going to move on. We are on 25 minutes in our stream. Thank you so much for guys who've just joined in and supporting for the first time, whether on YouTube or Facebook. Please like, share, and subscribe. That is both to my channel, which is Sunshine47. You'll be able to find me on YouTube once this video goes up live. It will be my first video. Of course, make sure for the Manchester United fans out there, go and follow Dominic at United Source MUFC. Dominic literally sets up everything to do with Manchester United on his channel. United Source and Wingers, that is Source, SAUCE, I'm assuming. Not sauces in sorcery yet. They're none of that.
Sauces in ketchup.
That's it, like ketchup. It's not no ginger like very well flexes. None of that. The United Source and Wingers, we will be there after doing the post-match analysis and obviously during show. Where we get bits in there. Taz Gill is on Twitter, I believe, and Instagram. Is it the same app, bro?
Yeah, same one.
Yeah. And on Instagram, go and grab Connor Hustle. If you need me on Twitter, I'll take a lot of banter, and everything Manchester United is on Twitter. So get me at Sunshine47. And if you want my little 15-minute previews on Instagram, just go to my Instagram and get involved in the comments there. And if you want to join in, send me a little video request and we'll have the to and fro. However, back to it. Right, we're going to get juicy now. We have got half an hour before the team news. So before that starts, I'm going to get into our team news. Now, I hope this works. It's my first time trying this out. If I see me looking down here, so I've got another laptop trying to work out the stream. But I'm going to give it a go. Hopefully, it works out for the best. I'm hoping it really does. I'm going to go share screen. And then we're going to open up this tab. 3, 2, 1. We are live. How does that look? Oh, wait. Yes. Okay, perfect. We're here. In the comments, guys, let us know. This is a 4-3-3 formation. I know it says 4-5-1 there, but I'll be honest, I'm using some dodgy site. It's not dodgy. It's called Chosen. It's legit. So we're gonna go for the team now. We're gonna base our Manchester United and Arsenal team, okay, I want to do two teams because we've spoken about previous generation and this generation, okay? So we're going to go on Premier League all-time Manchester United and Arsenal team, and then we're going to move into what we feel is a combination for this team, and then we're going to exit out. So starting off with the all-time. Get in the comments if Taz may need your help. I don't think he will because he's very, very well at up on Arsenal. But goalkeeper, Taz, who's your argument for goalkeeper? Man United or Arsenal all-time Premier League?
To be fair, I think for Arsenal, you've either got David Seaman or Jens Lehmann. I feel like more people would say David Seaman. I didn't personally see enough of him, obviously, as a youth to kind of say him. But then if I look at Man United goalkeepers, I can't argue with who Man United had, to be honest. Van der Sar, Schmeichel, do you know what I mean? I can't argue with them.
Okay, so I feel like this is going to be quite mutual, bro. I do. I feel like on an honest level, I feel like it's either going to be between Van der Sar and Schmeichel, without being disrespectful to Seaman or Lehmann. That's just what I feel. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, man. I agree with that.
We got someone in the comments says Seaman 100. I'll be honest, that's Kingsley is an Arsenal fan, but let's be honest, if and banter aside, Seaman didn't really achieve that much, and he wasn't really. He was a great goalkeeper. Don't get me wrong, but I think with David Seaman, he didn't actually change the team or gain many points for that team that made him win titles. Van der Sar in Champions League, especially, I think that was the pinnacle of his career, was incredible, and he was a bargain 2 million from Fulham. Or 4 million, it's 2.5, something ridiculous. So for me, I'm going to go Van der Sar.
Okay. And especially when you think David Seaman, the first thing you think of is him getting chipped by Ronaldinho in that international game. So you think Van der Sar, you think consistency, you think what you expect an all-time goalie, if you ask me. You know what I mean?
That is a very, very good point. So I'm assuming you're going to go with Van der Sar.
Yeah, man, there's no doubt, man. The only rating Seaman's getting is for his hair, man. How well he kept it. That's about it.
Man started a little bit of smoke, I can smell a little bit of smoke.
I'm just saying, mate. To keep that and play professional football, mate, he gets ratings for that.
I rate that. Okay, so Van der Sar in goal, right? I know we like to go right back, but I like to go to the left-hand side just because I do play on the left side. So, left back, all-time Manchester United, Arsenal, Premier League.
I think for me, you're going to have to go Ashley Cole, really. But it's not. Obviously, he did well at Arsenal, but then I call him Cashley Cole because we all know why. It's when he moved there as well. He just carried on being that same guy. Do you know what I mean? He carried on just being consistent, being good. And I think it's just got to be him. As much as I don't want to say.
I rate that. To be fair, in the comments, Carl Lewis is back again. Dom, he says Almunia for goalkeeper. Man sending smoke.
Them highlights should not have been near a pitch, man. Them highlights should not have been near a pitch.
Almunia's like a new strain of virus. Mate, what's going on?
All right. So I'm going to agree with Taz. I thought it was, without doubt, Ashley Cole. Now, Dennis Irwin, if you're a strong United fan, you'll know about Dennis Irwin. Consistently, Dennis Irwin was a left back and he was right-footed and he never had a below-par game. You'd always have a 7, 8 out of 10. Doesn't mean never had 9s and 10s. What I'm saying is 7, 8 out of 10. Free kick master. He was literally everything you wanted in left back, bar pace in that era. But for me, I think Ashley Cole, just something about him was so... It was annoying, bro. When a player is annoying, I'll be honest, like I lost respect just because I was annoyed by him, but I could not doubt his talent. So for me, I'm going to agree with Taz and shout Ashley Cole. And if we've got one more of you guys saying Ashley Cole, then I'm going to whack him straight in.
I'm with Ashley Cole as well. I don't know about you, Dom, but the only other player I think United-wise, I would have said Evra. But
mate, Connell, mate, I'm following you straight after this, mate. Honestly, I was going to say Evra as well, but in honesty, Ashley Cole's so annoyingly reliable. And sometimes Evra will just start dancing on the pitch. I don't know. It was just,
he had some mad moments in it. He was just so focused, wasn't he, Ashley Cole?
Yeah, he was.
Okay, so we're agreed at left back. Right. Now this is going to get juicy. We have been half an hour, so we still got a bit of time. So centre backs. This is a mad one for me. I don't know how many United players I can leave out, let alone Arsenal. But I'm gonna give it to Connell and see where you stand, bro.
See, for me, I feel almost too biased because I just throw two United players in there because in my history of watching Man United Arsenal, obviously I'm only quite young myself. I've never seen two better centre backs than Vidic and Ferdinand. Like, yeah, you could argue Sol Campbell, but I never fully saw him play. So for me, on my opinion, I would say the two best centre backs I've ever seen being Vidic and Ferdinand.
Love that. Absolutely love that. In the comments, if you need a little bit of help, we've got Very Well Flex says Vidic and Rio. Liam says Vidic and Rio. Carl Lewis says Yap Stam and Sol Campbell.
Yap Stam's the show.
Absolute filth.
Yep,
Wow.
That is a lot of shiny heads, guys.
Also, like, Yap Stam and Sol Campbell, these some big guys. Like, imagine if you got some little guy running past that, man.
I'll be honest, bro. That partnership scares me more than Vidic and Rio, based on just standing there going, "Raw, I would have got with them, man." Like Nicholas Roach even says Rio and Sol, Vidic and Rio. I think whatever centre back partnership you come up with, no one's going to argue because there's so many in our team. And Arsenal United has some great centre backs, and it's a strong reason why both teams were successful and most consistent. So it's going to be difficult, but where we're definitely going. I think a lot of people are saying Rio. I'm going to go with the comments as well. A lot of people are definitely having Rio in their team. Is that agreed or?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. We can have Rio.
Yeah,
It's very consistent across the board. That.
He's a ball playing centre back, isn't he? Come on.
Yeah, of course. He played right side as well, didn't he? And are we having a moment for Sol Campbell? I mean, we can go about his Tottenham career as well, but based on performance and who he was as a player, are we thinking Sol Campbell gets ahead of Stam or Vidic?
I'm gonna be biased. I'm sorry. For me, Sol Campbell, like, he's a good guy, but I just I think he's too big. He's too big for me.
Do you know what the thing is? Like, when you're talking like from a footballing perspective and like playing the position myself, obviously not as good as these guys, you know, a bit off. But you've got, it's a partnership, isn't it? So you can't have, like, if you're gonna have it, it's gonna be Ferdinand and Campbell. But then is that partnership better than Ferdinand and Vidic?
Okay,
I don't think it is. I can't just be biased and say it's not, because them two as a partnership is just a bit of a joke.
Well, I've got another. To be fair to us, I rate your honesty, bro. And I've got another Arsenal fan, Kingsley Marshall, who's in the comments, and he also says Vidic. So I think on the cusp of it, we're going to go with Vidic, but it was very close. No bias at all, or negativity to any team there, because we've got some great centre backs. So that's very difficult. So far, we've got Van der Sar, Ashley Cole left, Vidic centre back, Rio centre back, and right back. I mean, yeah, take it away. We'll go to Dom, right back.
Oh, right back. Well, obviously, who do Arsenal have again?
Lauren.
Is it that bad that we don't even know who Arsenal was?
Mate, who did Arsenal have again?
I think they have
Lauren.
Lauren.
Yeah.
Lauren.
Yeah.
Lauren.
What a man.
How does she play? Like, was she good? Mate, I'll be honest with you, mate. You can't touch Gary Neville, mate. You can't, mate. He was solid, reliable. His crosses, he could do a deep cross in line with Van der Sar, and it will still make the box. So for me, Gary Neville, man, he's all day long.
Okay, so Dom's on Gary Neville. In the comments, get your right back as well. Carl Lewis is here again. O'Shea, because of that chip, built him a statue at Highbury. That's just build him a statue at Highbury. Kingsley's gone Lauren. Very Well Flex gone Nev. Connell, I know maybe slightly out of your era.
Well, yeah, slightly, but I think on the back of Dom again, just literally Gary Neville, there's no doubt about it. I just love the little one for O'Shea as well, because when you think of O'Shea, the one thing I think about is the one time he had to go in goal mid-game, and he wasn't half bad at it either, so you could throw him in there as a multi-purpose player.
Say no more. So Connell's going O'Shea over everyone, basically, because he's multi-talented. I'll be honest, I'll stick my 2 pence in. I I'm going to go Gary Neville, but the one thing that holds me back on Gary Neville is just I think he's an uncomfortable footballer to watch. So when I see him run, when I see him pass the ball, it looks a little bit too forced. And I do believe partially that during that right-hand side, we always had a strong right side in that era when he played, and Beckham got him out of so many issues because he could whip the ball from times when Neville was out of the position. It would still get into the right areas in the final third rather than having to go back. So I'll be honest, those are little areas I'd say, but I'm still going to go Gary Neville just because longevity. He has been the most consistent, I believe, than Laurent. However, I preferred Laurent as a footballer, if that makes sense. Yeah, no?
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm with you. Yeah.
I know what you're
To be
saying.
fair, go on the back of that, I think a better footballer than Gary Neville is actually for Arsenal, Hector Bellerin. I rate him as a player. I think he's got a level
I
head.
don't even
He can
rate him.
play.
Wow.
I was going to say I really prefer. I would take him.
Connor's going in as an Arsenal fan right now. Like I feel like only certain people who have a strong Arsenal bias would say Bellerin's decent.
But wait a minute, aren't we doing like from the era before, right?
Premier League era only, so 92 or 1990 was it, or 92 when the Premier League started? So
Yeah,
1990
up until now, or just back then?
Up until now, it's all
Oh,
time.
Jesus, 11. Have mercy. Well, yeah, definitely ain't bitten AWB in there.
Fact.
Yeah. I know what you mean. With Gary Neville, he had this thing where, he's running and he looks like he shouldn't really be playing football. Like his hair's flopping back and forth. But
proper upright running.
Yeah.
Like a robot.
He played like he was like, I don't know, like he went to boarding school. He learnt at boarding school.
Do you remember Chicken Run when you still run out of the fence trying to escape?
Yeah,
that was him, bro.
But he was very consistent, and he knew you know what it is? He could play as a team. It wasn't about the Gary Neville show. It was about playing collectively. And in today's football, you have to play as a team to win. So for me, Gary Neville.
I think we're going to go Gary Neville. There's arguments for both, but yeah.
I don't know about that.
Well,
do you know the thing is? The problem for me with Gary Neville is that he got bailed out by other people, in my opinion.
He got what, sorry?
Like, bailed out, so other people were saving him half the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
he was consistently. He was consistently okay. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was just average. He never really dipped. He was never really good. He was never really bad. He was just standard. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear that. I think in you got to remember that United team, and every team that he's pretty much played in, he's played in different eras of football, and he's also played. A lot of people can say he was Fergie's favourite, but G-Nev, from the time he was young up until that point, he was always spoken about as maybe top 3 right backs of his time. Maybe I probably think he had one season where I'd say, was it the 04 season, maybe 05 season, just the season after Beckham left, where he probably would have been the first best right back in the league. To be that consistent over that amount of time, to hardly make a mistake. He only started making mistakes towards the end of his career, and I think he spoke about it when he was talking about when he got, I can't remember what player went past him, but he said a player just ran straight past him, and he knew back that he said that was it. That was his time done. I think that's when he started to call his career over. But G-Nev has been so consistent. I can't think of another right back in the Premier League who has been that consistent over so many eras of, through a transitional era of football, and still be able to produce at the time. So it's difficult to say that he got carried most games just because he was in such a strong team over and over again.
I think in this combined team, the weakest position in the team is probably going to be the right back, regardless of who we pick.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go with the comments as well. A lot of people saying, there's a few Arsenal fans saying G-Nev as well, reluctantly, some of them. People saying Lee Dixon, Hector Bellerin is rubbish. Did a little poo emoji. And that's from an Arsenal fan. So I think on the cusp of it, we'll stick with G-Nev. Right, we're running out of a little bit of time, so I want to speed this up just a little bit. Now, I'm just going to give you your midfield 3, and I'll let you move on. We're going to go with the best midfield 3. I'm going to start at the top, work my way to Taz, then Dom, then Connell. My midfield 3, in the CDM role, I'm going to go Roy Keane. Is a number, I think number 6 just in front. Sorry, number 8. I'm going to go 2 number 8s. I'm going to have Patrick Vieira and Paul Scholes.
I agree with Paul Scholes, 100%. I agree with Roy Keane, 100%. Oh, now it gets a bit. Who do you say? For the
Vieira.
Are we not thinking about like the Pogbas of the world?
Yeah, I
Bruce?
thought about Pogba. I know you haven't had time. I thought about them. Pogba's been the most inconsistent for his level. I
Yeah.
don't think he's. I know there's reasons and factors that we can appreciate and some not
But
so
if
many.
he's playing with these players, though,
Yeah, I've got no doubt if he plays with these players at his peak, he's going to be playing incredible. However, in my opinion, Patrick Vieira, for the sheer way in which he dictated a game, he was literally the same mentality as Keane. I know if Pogba's coming up against Vieira and Keane in that team and a Paul Scholes making him look silly, I don't think he gets that team. I think he's on the bench, personally.
I just don't think we have any other players like Pogba on the pitch. We've got Scholes.
Scholes with the passing.
To be fair, yeah, Scholes is a freaking smaller, whiter Pogba, isn't he? Yeah,
He's incredible.
More consistent.
Yeah, more consistent. Yeah.
So who's your free task? Quick, then we'll move to. Oh, sorry, we'll go to Dom Sikison. You dropped your names in there.
Mate,
So you're going with who?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing, man. It just makes sense. It makes sense. Roy Keane. If Roy Keane and Vieira gets on with each other, that'd be nice.
They did that
yeah,
1 and 2, didn't they? And they did get on.
Oh,
Yeah.
but wait a minute. What about Fabregas and? Oh, this
That
is
was
too
exactly
hard.
what I was going to say. I was exactly going to say it. If we're
I've
playing
just
with
seen
that,
Liam in the
I'm
chat
just saying
say
those are my
Fabregas.
three. Taz,
if we're having one person sitting deep, I'd have Vieira there, and then Scholes and Fabregas just pulling strings.
Oh, yeah, I got to do Fabregas. I'm
Hey.
sorry, man. That guy.
so
He
we're
was good.
leaving Roy Keane out of this team. Is that what we're hinting at?
Vieira can, for me, do more. Like, they can both tackle. They're both aggressive. They can both lead. But Vieira can get you a goal as well more often than Roy Keane.
See, but I'm saying if he's playing centre defensive mid, you're not looking for a goal for him. I'm looking for that leader, and that leader for me is Roy Keane.
But I'm not saying that he has to go and get the goal. But if it's a 90th minute, you need a goal. I'm betting on Vieira more, and he's got a chance out of the two.
But
Vieira is more likely going to put it in a key for me.
but then a lot of people will listen to that, Taz, and then say Juventus semi-final.
That was
Champions
old
League.
Vieira. That was. He don't count. We're talking
Mate,
about
you know what?
Arsenal Vieira.
No, that was Roy Keane.
Oh, I can't even
Come on,
remember.
guys, we've got to make a decision. What we have in the
Well, I'm
comments.
going
To the comments.
it's either Roy Keane or Patrick Vieira. I've got to go with Roy Keane. I'm a Man United fan, so it's got to be Roy Keane, Fabregas, and Scholes. Because up three. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think in the comments I've got an Arsenal fan, Kingsley. He says Amen Nage, so I'm assuming that's to my team. We've got Liam Kavana says Fabregas, Scholes, and Keane. That's another great shout. I think it's the same issue we've got with the centre backs. I feel like it, bro. You got a few Arsenal fans who are.
Taz, I tried to help you, man, with the Bellerin one. It went against me, man. That's not happening again.
No, there we go. Say no more. Based on time, I'm just going to whack in Scholes, Keane, and Vieira. So I know we're iffing and ahhing, but Vieira is in and out over Fabregas at this moment in time. Minus Pogba for Dom. Are we good to go with that?
Yeah, let's do it, man. Because basically, the top three will just be Arsenal players, isn't it?
Wow, yeah.
I'm looking.
Right.
Oh, it's hard, man.
I'm going to move to the left side.
There's one player, if you ask me, on that left side.
You're going to say Giggs, aren't you?
No, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ronaldo.
I'd put him on the left. Yeah.
No. Oh wow.
Actually, no.
Guys, let's not forget. Right, we got Bergkamp to fit in. Like Piero,
Thierry Henry's going to miss out this sprint as well.
I'm not putting Bergkamp in this team for one reason only.
Don't forget about Henry. We got Henry.
Charlie. No Bergkamp.
What about
Henry?
Henry has to be in this team. Henry has to be in this team.
I'm not taking Henry out this team. Henry, for me, including all United strikers ever, Henry is my favourite and best ever Premier League forward ever. But where I'm putting Thierry Henry is on the left, where I'm putting Ronaldo was on the right wing, and up front, just because of his consistency, tenacity,
Rooney,
never will, I'm going to go Rooney.
Yeah.
So on the left, on the left, I've gone Henry. What a team, by the way, guys. Thierry Henry on the left. I'm going to go Rooney up top, and I'm going to go Ronaldo on the right.
You know, you can even say
That's
Ian
my
Wright.
three.
You know.
What's your three?
You can even
Taz?
say Ian Wright up there.
Now, Bonnie and Wright. Bonnie and
Whoa,
Wright.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Nah, actually, Ian Wright's are done, but Bunty
Ian Wright was a baller. He was scoring goals for fun, man.
Does he get rid of Rooney though?
Yeah,
Based on
when you
longevity?
compare Rooney to
I'm
Wright,
trying-
like,
Mate, I'm trying to help out Taz, man. He's on his own there.
don't
No, he's
mate,
got
it
comments, you know.
spirals.
He's
It's
got
not worth it.
You haven't brought enough people in for me. I feel attacked.
Kingsley
It's a setup.
Marshall is a strong Arsenal fan. He's gone Giggs, Henry, and Ronaldo.
Nah.
You got
The thing
Ronaldo, Henry, Rooney from Liam. Very well flat from YouTube says Henry, Rooney, Ronaldo.
Oh, this is hard, man. This is too hard, man.
Oh, so Carl Lewis, where's good? I'll be honest, I'd put him in there, but he wasn't at United long enough. He doesn't get ahead of Rooney. So, sorry, that's me.
This is hard.
Yeah,
Ooh.
there's a shout out for Beckham there, but
Paul Stubbs says, did we miss out Beckham?
No, we can't fit him in. Can't fit him in.
it's just one of them, isn't it? You can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to need a strong decision here. Left wing, who are we going with? I've gone Thierry Henry. Taz?
I'd want
10
Thierry through the
seconds.
middle, personally.
Okay, so you want Thierry Henry in the team for the middle. Would you
Yeah.
be happy to have him left if others don't want him in a striker? Or
Yeah,
does he
as long as he's
definitely
in
have
the
to be a
team,
striker?
but-
Okay, you want him striker.
yeah,
Dom.
yeah, preferably, but
You know what, right? I
Right,
think
so who's your left wing? Who's your left wing?
Henry
Taz?
has to
Sorry,
play on the
Dom.
left.
Who's your left wing?
he has to play on the
I
left for
don't-
me because he can play. He's smart enough to play on the left. Rooney can't play on the left.
yeah, true.
Baller.
True.
So I'm going
Yeah, I'd probably
Henry.
say
You're
that
going
then.
Henry left. Henry
Yeah.
left. Connell?
Henry, no.
Lock it in, man. Lock it in.
Thierry.
Lock it
Best
in.
striker
What a
in the
baller,
league. I don't care what anyone says.
mate.
Right,
He's
To be
made.
right
fair,
wing.
he did play left for Barcelona for a bit. Then he obviously
Yeah,
played
yeah.
right in his
Yeah.
career, but he did do it.
Mate,
I feel like
he's
he was
so
the first.
smooth.
I feel like Henry was the first player to actually play that left wing, left forward position as a striker. Like just drift
yeah.
in and then slot it around the corner. He's a class player.
Mm.
I've gone Ronaldo right wing. I don't think anyone can take him. Like Henry,
No
but
way.
not.
No
Ronaldo,
way. Yeah.
although he played
100%.
most
Lock
left,
it in. Yeah.
he's got to be in
Yeah.
the team.
Yeah.
We're going to go with striker. Now, I know a lot of people saying Bergkamp, absolutely incredible player. Ruud van Nistelrooy, Ian Wright has been said. Yeah, I've gone with Rooney. What are you going with, Taz? Bergkamp?
The non-flying Dutchman.
The non-flying Dutchman, I like it. Oh, Robbie van Persie.
Oh,
To be
no.
fair, he fits both as well.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
no,
good.
Robin van Persie. I'm sorry.
Robbie V.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I might have a change. Oh no. And by the way, he played for both teams.
Yeah.
You know
But
what?
is he better than Rooney and Bergkamp?
I'm going to say Rooney on the bench,
Oh,
and I'm going to put RVP up front.
you know what, AG? I agree with that because RVP plays my sort of football.
Clinical.
He's so clinical, man. I'm sorry. I'm going
Yep.
RVP. You know.
So yeah, I would have stayed with Rooney.
Honestly.
Honestly,
2 RVP. Same with Rooney. I love that.
Nah, I got to do RVP, mate. He's my baller, mate. That goal we scored from Rooney. Do you remember that goal when Rooney
but
just?
look, it's from Rooney though. That's what
I
I'm
know.
saying.
So
Yeah,
Rooney
but-
should be. Rooney should be instead of Vieira. Is that what you're saying, Connell?
Well,
Yeah.
we've got theory.
Come on, guys.
RVP.
Running for time here. We've got 10
I
minutes.
don't know,
So
mate. I don't know.
running
I
for
don't know.
time.
You know what? Let's stick with Rooney because Rooney he's done it all, man. He was just unbelievable for us. He's going to
Okay.
workhorse. He's a workhorse.
England's
I think
top
we got
goal
to
scorer as well. So
I think
Okay,
longevity,
Kings of
you've got to
Arsenal's
go
about-
for Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, let's do Rooney, mate.
A few Arsenal fans in the comments are saying Rooney as well. A
Yeah,
lot of respect,
Rooney.
guys. I'm actually appreciative of this. You've been a very, 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 very fair. I know it looks one-sided, but it's been made with fair logics. So
It
I
looks
like this.
one-sided.
So,
Yeah.
So this is it, guys. We've got literally, I believe, 15 minutes. 15 minutes before, oh no, 10 minutes, well, 11 minutes even before we close out and the team news actually comes out. So I'm going to run through this team, what we've got. Van der Sar in goal, Ashley Cole left back, Vidic Rio as a partnership at the back, next to Gary Neville at right back, Roy Keane CDM, Vieira and Scholes holding the 8, Thierry Henry on the left, Wayne Rooney at striker, and Ronaldo as a right winger. What a flipping team that is. we've got 1, 2, 3, 3 Arsenal players and that, a few that we could have probably put in elsewhere, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. No, I'm trying to rubbish my master poor 7. Seven United outfield players, and obviously goalkeeper would be the 8th, which is Van der Sar. So what an incredible lineup that is. Right, guys, I'm going to script these away as quick as we can. We've got 5 minutes to put together a current Manchester United and Arsenal team. Goalkeeper, just one name,
Leno.
and we'll just go with the majority, even if it hurts.
Leno.
De Gea.
Leno.
De Gea.
De Gea. You know what?
I don't
I'm going to
know.
go Leno.
I was about to
I'm gonna
say,
go
I don't
Leno.
know how you can put De Gea in right now. Leno's
But you
Right,
can't base it on the last game.
Yeah, you're only looking at right now.
Because Leno's had some absolute stinkers of games. I could find a YouTube clip in 2 seconds.
Not in comparison to De Gea though. Like Leno's had like I'd say what,
You know what?
3?
You know what, Dom?
but De Gea's had a lot of stinkers lately.
But he's played for so much longer at the highest
Yeah.
level than Leno. Leno's been playing like
And
Sunday
he's
League.
playing in the
Like,
German league, isn't he? So
Guys, I am
But-
short for time. I know it's dead easy to get into a convo about it, but I just
No.
want to name. We have to bite
we
our
were at
tongues.
50-50, weren't we, Leno or De Gea?
right,
I
give
said
him
Leno,
the
so I'm going to go to the comments. Okay. We looking at currently, and Leno has been better currently. I believe he has too, in my opinion, as well. It's not that simple as Kingsley's saying, but Kingsley's been fair to us in the other challenge, and I believe he's saying Leno. I'm going to go with Leno. Very well flexed as De Gea. It's
Okay.
difficult, but I feel like there's not many
I'm
Manchester
loving
players in
Kyle's
there.
comment on the back of Leno there, saying he wasn't even better than Martinez right now at Aston Villa. You know what I mean?
Behave.
Carl, don't mess around, mate. I love it.
Mate, I'll be honest. Martinez for me, he'll get into both teams. He's been incredible,
Yeah, it's
insane.
been
That's my
quality.
opinion. Right back. Right back. Where we going?
Well, it's got to be Bellerin because
Do
AWB.
Arsenal even have a right back?
Then they
Do you know
got
what? It's.
Yeah, AWB is not the guy.
I don't think Bellerin's been that good. Personally, if you've been watching the past few games, Cedric's been unreal, but that's just the past few games. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it'd have to be
Cool.
Bellerin.
But it is based on form, Taz. We are basing it on form, so you can go Cedric. I'm happy to go
No,
with Cedric
we'll
because I know
go-
Bisaka's form is just dead.
If
Bellerin.
go on, Taz.
Come on, guys, we haven't got long. I've got literally 10 seconds.
Cedric on the ball has just been his crossing, his long passing has just been really, really good. And today, I'd like it to start in front of Bellerin personally. So
You know what, right?
Cedric-
If we're building a really strong team here, we can make up for AWB inefficiencies in terms of like going forward. So if you want a defender who's going to defend 1-on-1, AWB goes in there for me.
Okay, AWB. Connell.
He hasn't played too well though for us. I don't think it's been a bit of an up and down. It started well, and then now he's
No.
like petering about. It's
Yeah,
a bit.
no.
So I'd personally say Bellerin.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to split it because obviously I've gone Cedric, Taz gone Cedric, Dom's gone AWB, you've gone Bellerin, so Cedric is 2-1 to
Or
you
you can
guys.
go
I'm gonna
Belly
Cedric.
Saka. Just do Belly Saka.
Pardon?
Belly Saka?
Belly Saka.
All right, centre backs. You know Maguire's not making my team, so whatever. Yeah. Centre backs, 2 centre backs. Go for it, Taz. You got 10 seconds.
Bailly and
9.
Gabriel.
Bye, Gabriel. Dom, where we at?
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Where you at, Connell?
Oh yeah, I'm completely agreed there.
I'm glad we all agree because that's exactly what I would have gone with. Massive facts.
Left
Bye,
I kind of
Gabriel.
wanted to put a vote in for David Luiz, but
Oh, stop it. Stop
Well,
it. Stop it.
Mate, let's just end left back now so we can finish this. Luke Shaw, see you later. Next.
Oh
Jeez.
no. You're lying.
You know what? I'm leaving left back because it's going to take the most time. Need to get through. CDM.
Thomas
CDM.
Partey.
Partey. I want Partey all day long.
Party all
Yeah.
day, yes. Party hard. Is that how you spell it? Is it AY or EY?
EY.
CY.
EY. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. 2 8s.
Bruno. I don't really think Oscar could offer another 8, to be honest. So I feel
I'd
like
say
another
McTominay.
United one.
I'll say Bruno and Pogba.
Yeah, Bruno Pogba.
Pogba, Bruno. I'm going to say the same. I'm sorry, I'm not going to listen to Scott McTominay.
Mate, there's
I'm
no
sorry,
more-
bro. I love you, bro, but I can't
Mate.
be hearing that name.
If El Nene gets anywhere near this cheap Nene, whatever you call it, mate.
He's in the reserves. He is. He's under 23s.
Right, Saka, right wing. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I like him.
Without a doubt, we haven't got a right winger. Beats Greenwood at the moment on form. Striker, I'm going to go Cavani.
Lacazette for
That's-
me.
Nah, Lacazette, man. He's like sometimes like a razor. He might cut you one day, but like he's just not really doing it, man. For me,
Come on, guys. I need speed. I need speed.
That adds Cavani.
Cavani for me.
Cavani.
I think Arsenal
Okay.
would love Cavani.
I'm not
Fact.
mad at that. To be fair, that's one of them where it could. Yeah.
Left
I
wing.
think-
I'm going to go, weirdly, Rashford based on form. Although I do like Martial there. I know he's taking some unnecessary stick. As a football player, I'm going to go Rashford.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't got a left wing, have you, to Arsenal?
It's a Aubameyang, but he's been bad, and then Martinelli keeps getting injured. So
That
Yeah.
says it all. Maybe I'll leave it there then.
If you put it all together, we should be smashing Arsenal today, man. What's going on?
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Right,
the
guys.
thing,
Left
the thing
back.
is-
I'm literally giving you a minute. No more.
I need a second. Luke Shaw.
Okay, Luke Shaw. Taz, where you going?
well, Kieran Tierney, like we had this
Question?
conversation the other day. It's just the passion that he wants to win games of football. Do you know what I mean? Luke
Based
Shaw
on
just-
form. Based on form.
Yeah, Tierney's setting up and scoring goals as well. Like Tierney is the guy from
Yep.
the Highlands,
Fair
drinking
play.
iron brew made of gooders and all that. That's your guy.
No, personally, I'd say Luke Shaw as well. It's just one of them that,
Oh.
yes, Tierney's starting to get better, but is he as good as Luke Shaw right now?
I feel like you guys need to watch more Arsenal.
I'm gonna go Tierney just because of Shaw's only just hit this form for about 4 or 5 games.
That's fair play.
I believe if he has another 5 more games like he's playing, he's literally right this second the best left back at the moment on form, game to game. He's only getting better, and that if you had team of the week, he would make it over Tierney. I'd say in the last 3 Premier League games, only just. However, based on consistency, Tierney has been impeccable, and for me, Tierney's not needed anyone to come into that team to perform the way he's done.
Yeah.
He's playing
I like the way he's
at the moment in Arsenal that is 10th, I think, or 9th. He's got to be standout. Got
Yeah.
to be standout. So I'm going to go Tierney and whack him
I think
right
you just
in
have
there.
to look at was it the Crystal Palace game? We didn't have Tierney and we nothing. Like, do you know what I mean? How's a left back impacting the team that much?
Fact. Right, guys.
Just shows.
So quickly, just running through it. We've got Leno, goalkeeper, Cedric, right back, Bailly, Gabriel, Tierney. That's like 5. That's 4 out of the 5 at the back for Arsenal. Partey in CDM. Love that. Pogba and Bruno, Saka, Cavani, Rashford. So that makes it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Arsenal players and 5 United players. Very well balanced team based on form, guys. I've been Nature Fox. Get me at Sunshine47 on Twitter. Make sure you like, subscribe, and tune in to the next one. Guys, I'm going to say massive thank you to my guests. I've got Taz Gill at TazGill94. Score prediction, please, Taz.
I want to say 2-0 Arsenal.
2-0 Arsenal. And underneath Taz, we've got the all-important, incredible Dominic at United Source MUFC. Make sure you go and like and subscribe to his channel where you will catch him and myself doing the pre-match, post-match interviews. Well, technically interviews. We have interviews between each other. On the United Source and Wingers on YouTube. Get him out on Twitter as well at United Source MUFC. Score prediction, please, Dom.
I'm going to say it's going to be a 2-2, man.
2-2, I love that. And Connell, who's been absolutely incredible. He is the youngest of the panel. Held his own. Even when he said Hector Bellerin, we know he's got his opinion, and we love individuals' opinions. Thank you for your time, mate. And
Thanks for having me, man.
No problem at all. Your is at Connell Hulse. Go get him on Instagram. Top lad. Obviously, we have been the Manchester United and Arsenal fans, and it's time to say goodbye and thank you. You got 10 seconds before the team news. So, without further ado, I will be saying goodbye in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Latest.
Peace.